Speed has fascinated mankind for millennia. Foot races in ancient Greece and chariot races in Rome gave rise to competitive speed, and man has never looked back. But it wasn't until the first cars emerged from garages across Europe that man's quest for speed took off. Today, almost every car can hit 100 miles per hour and most family saloons will breeze past 120. Performance cars routinely play around 140 to 170. But our need for speed looks beyond that. What was once a quest for 200 miles per hour in a production car now sits at 300. As automakers strive to add more power, smarter aerodynamics, and begin to implement electric motors, all in the name of going faster. Here's a complete collection of the fastest cars currently in production or slated to roll off the assembly line in the near future on the planet. Wait until the end to find out the fastest car on this list. Number 1. Koenigsegg Gemera with seating for 4 and a 3-cylinder engine. The Koenigsegg Gemera doesn't sound like the kind of vehicle that'd make a list for fastest cars in the world. That is, until you realize it's from Koenigsegg, and things like seats and cylinder counts tell little of the story. The roomy Gemera packs 1,700 bhp and 2,581 pounds-to-foot of torque. The top speed is 249 horsepower and 0 to 60 happens in 1.9 seconds, making this a brilliant way to scare 3 of your closest friends. That insane performance is thanks to 3 electric motors, which work alongside the twin-turbocharged 2.0-liter 3-cylinder engine. Prices start at $500,000, £370,000, which isn't too crazy for Sweden's hottest performer. Number 2. Rimac Concept _1. The only electric car on this list, the Rimac Concept _1 is a shocking, pun intended, reminder of what EV performance looks like. Packing 4 electric motors, good for 1,224 horsepower and 1,180 pounds-to-foot, the Concept _1 will hit 60 in just 2.5 seconds and can max out at 221 miles per hour. That said, exploit all that power too often and you won't see the Concept _1's promised range of 217 miles. As good as the Concept _1 is, its successor goes even further. The upcoming Concept _2 is promising a top speed of 258 miles per hour, the ability to hit 60 in under 2 seconds, and output of 1,914 bhp. Deliveries should start in 2021. Number 3. Ford GT. The latest Ford GT features a more revolutionary track than its predecessor, both in terms of its design and its engine. The twin-turbocharged 3.5-liter V6 mounted amidships produces 660 bhp and 550 pounds-to-foot, blasting the fastest Ford ever to 216 miles per hour. The $500,000, £370,000 price tag is fitting for a car with so much power and such impressive speed, even if it seems pretty darn grim for something with a blue oval on the nose. Number 4. Ferrari 812 Superfast. We're getting away from the traditional mid-engine hypercars with the Ferrari 812 Superfast. Pairing a classic Ferrari V12 in a front-engine, rear-drive layout, the 812 is the latest in a long line of flagship Ferrari coupes that dates back to legends like the 250 GT, 275 GTB, and Daytona. The 6.5-liter V12 produces an epic 789 horsepower and 530 pounds-to-foot, scooting the latest Ferrari GT to 211 miles per hour. Number 5. Lamborghini San Roadster. Lamborghini built only 19 San Roadsters, in addition to the 63 hardtop models, making it one of the rarest cars on this list. Pairing the Aventador's 6.5-liter V12 engine with a 48-volt mild hybrid system, the San Roadster can accelerate to 218 miles per hour and blasts to 60 in just 2.7 seconds. There's a total of 819 bhp from the combined power sources, while the petrol engine is good for 531 pounds-to-foot. With so few slated for production, we wouldn't count on seeing this $3.6 million, £2.7 million car in the flesh anytime soon. Number 5. Ferrari SF90 Stradale. The Ferrari SF90 is weird. It's not a successor to the LaFerrari, but it features a petrol-electric powertrain and is a big step up in performance on the F8 Tributo, 986 total system bhp. While the petrol engine alone packs 590 pounds-to-foot, the SF90 accelerates all the way to 211 miles per hour and can snap to 60 in a brisk 2.5 seconds, which are certainly flagship performance figures. Prices for the not-a-LaFerrari successor start at $625,000, £460,000. Number 6. Pagani Huayra BC Roadster. The long-lived Pagani Huayra BC Roadster is an unusual entry on this list. It's the only convertible, although just barely. The roof is a large, single-piece panel, the power output is barely excessive, and yet this sleek mid-engine V12-powered supercar can still accelerate to 236 miles per hour. With an asking price of $3.4 million, £2.5 million, this 791 bhp Huayra variant is the cream of the crop for the current Pagani range. Number 7. Mercedes-AMG 1. Details remain scarce on the Mercedes-AMG 1, aside from the fact that the German automaker is taking knowledge straight from its championship-winning Formula One team and applying it to a road car. There's a turbocharged 1.6-liter four-cylinder, 3 electric motors, and over 1,000 horsepower on offer, or more. Mercedes hasn't said how much torque the One produces, but the answer probably qualifies as a lot. The One has a projected top speed of 217 miles per hour and can hit 60 in an estimated 2.6 seconds. That's hardly rapid compared to some of the cars on this list, but there's little question that the $2.7 million, £2 million, Mercedes-AMG is still one of the quickest cars on the planet. Number 8. McLaren Speedtail. More than nearly any other brand on this list, McLaren knows about building record-breaking hypercars. The legendary F1 held the record for over 2 decades, until the Bugatti Veyron arrived. The new McLaren Speedtail won't reclaim the F1's record with its promised 250 mph top speed, but the 1,036 bhp, $2 million, £1.5 million, hypercar is arguably the prettiest car on this list. And anyway, 250 miles per hour is pretty damn impressive, as is the 0-60 sprint of 2.9 seconds. Unlike the 300+ mph Jesko and Venom F5, we have little doubt of the Speedtail's relatively reasonable max velocity. Number 10. Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute. Now, before we talk about this, subscribe for random shout-out. Who knows? I might pick you. Koenigsegg knows a thing or six about building metal hypercars, and the Jesko Absolute is the latest example. But while most other cars on this list have reached their top speeds, the 330 mph VMAX here is only theoretical. Yes, it's based on maths, but no Jesko Absolute has cracked 330 yet. With 1,600 bhp and 1,106 pounds-to-foot of torque from a twin-turbocharged 5.0-liter V8 and a slippery body that still offers significant downforce, the $2.8 million, £2.1 million, Swedish monster has the credentials for a high-speed run. That said, we wouldn't count on the Jesko being allowed to hit 330, the best place on the planet for an attempt. The Air-Lassian Proving Grounds in north-central Germany belongs to Bugatti's parent company, Volkswagen. Watch this video, it's about weird traditions in the world. You might like it.